first fight up for UFC Vegas 114 is going to go down in the strawweight division as we have Piera Rodriguez rematching Sam Hughes. Right now we got minus 145 on Rodriguez and plus 125 on Sam Hughes. Now we'll start off on the Rodriguez side of things, who is coming off of 2 straight wins now. The first was an upset victory over Josephine Knudsen, where she was able to land 8 takedowns and get 10.5 minutes of control time. And then last time around against Ketlin Souza, she got 7 of her 10 takedown attempts, but it was only able to control about 4.5 minutes of that fight. It was a fight that didn't have a whole lot of damage inflicted in it outside of Rodriguez whenever she was able to get into the Muay Thai clinch, landing some good knees and elbows against Souza. And that's where it seemed Rodriguez is able to do her best work no matter who she's going up against. And I think that's what allowed her to grind that one out. You know, it wasn't as dominant of a win as the Knudsen one was, but at least she was still able to get the win and now has strung together 2 straight victories. She's originally from Venezuela, has trained all over the world, but I believe she's been training in Las Vegas over the last couple of years, taking full advantage of what the UFC PI brings, and she's really worked on her wrestling game, which is something that she's tried to implement more often than not in recent fights. But she used to be more so of a striker, and she's blending the martial arts pretty well over the last couple of fights, hence why she's been able to get some wins off here. Now she's going up against a streaking Sam Hughes, who's on a 3-fight winning streak, most recently picking up a submission win over Shauna Bannon. Now that was an easy fight. You know, that was one where it seemed like Bannon was more than inviting of the takedowns because she thought, you know, she was able to submit Pooja Tomar, so that she thought she could probably submit Sam Hughes as well. But Hughes shut down her submission game completely, ragdolled her from that top position, landed some good ground and pound, and then eventually in that second round she was able to secure a submission win. Now that's on the back end of 2 straight split decision wins over Victoria Dudikova and Stephanie Luciano, both fights where she found herself as a pretty big underdog. She showcased good takedown defense in a lot of those fights, some good aggression, some good offense, great pressure, great cardio, and I believe that's where we see her often shine her best, when she can push that pace, when she can stay consistent, stay moving forward, threaten with takedowns, keep her opponents on their back feet, and then from there, let go with offense, let go with output, and that often wears her opponents down. But she's gotten better. You know, I've kind of given her some flack in the past for her lack of athleticism and how that doesn't allow her to get the better of some opponents like Yasmin Haragui. But she's doing her best to get stronger, to get faster, to get more powerful, and you're seeing it start to play out in her last couple of wins. Now, in this fight against Piera Rodriguez, rematch of a fight that took place in October of 2022 and was a close fight for the most part. You know, I thought the second round was clear for Rodriguez. I thought the third round was clear for Hughes, and it really came down to that first round. And I'm seeing a lot of people say that, hey, because of the 2 takedowns, or I believe it was 1 takedown officially that Rodriguez landed, that should have been enough to sway the round in her favor. But I thought the damage was being done from the Hughes side of things, because every time she was taken down, she got right back to her feet. She only gave up 17 seconds of control time after that 1 takedown attempt, and she was able to get back on the gas and put Rodriguez on her back foot. So, you know, it's not out of the realm of possibility that Hughes deserved to win that first round as well. So it makes sense why the line is closer now. It seems like a little bit of love coming in on Hughes over the last 24 hours. I like her in this spot. I feel like this is a very winnable fight for her. I think she's the one that's gotten better since the last time these two competed against each other. Rodriguez will obviously have the advantage should they tie up in the clinch. That's where she got off a lot of her good work in that second round. But I think Hughes will take what she can from that first matchup and utilize her newfound skills and, you know, newfound strength and conditioning to really be a little bit more effective here against Rodriguez. I don't doubt Rodriguez will still land a takedown or 2, but I think Hughes will be a little bit more pressure forward, trying to throw a little bit more strikes and just be even more active to get out of those clinch situations where it seems like Rodriguez has the advantage. So I'm going to go Hughes here. I like her as the dog. I think rematches don't often play out the same as the first fight, and given the improvements in Hughes's game and her physique and strength and conditioning, I think that's going to play out well for her here to go out there, out damage Rodriguez, and win this fight on the scorecards.